Oh, what's up, guys? So, initially today I had a pretty long hour planned. A lot of things to go over with everybody, but unfortunately, allergies have got a hold of me, and I don't really feel like blowing my nose every 2 to 3 minutes because it's gonna annoy me if I was watching it. So, I'm gonna push this till Sunday, same time on Sunday. So just kind of a heads up, some of the stuff that we're going to be going over. The big one that I've probably been trying to talk about or address probably over the past 2 to 3 years is going to be the ketogenic diet or just low carb diet in general. A lot of questions come through on how to do it properly. Is that the only way to do it? Are there better means to do it? So we're going to answer a lot of the ketogenic type questions, high carb, low carb type stuff, saturated fat, unsaturated fat, what nutrition does what the values do, does that affect my blood work, what do my triglycerides look like? So we're going to go over a lot of the kind of in detail technical side of the diets for more of a lifelong approach, not just bodybuilding, not just physique, but a lot of it's going to be nutritional and lifelong values from it, which is the reason why we're going to be doing a lot of these, or why I'm going to be talking on a lot of them. The second one is going to be fasting. We're going to go over a ton of different kind of fastings. We're going to do the intermittent fasting, obviously, which is the biggest one, the warrior diet, 24 to 48 hour fasting, alternate day fasting, the 5-2 fasting, tons of different fasting techniques out there. I'm going to talk about the ones that I enjoy and the ones that I find the most value in, not just for fat loss. Once again, the biggest ones that we're going to be covering is for maybe neuroelasticity, cognitive effects, things that involve more than just your body. So your brain is going to be a huge factor in why we're going to be doing a lot of these diets. So once again, fasting is going to be huge. If you're interested in that, definitely tune in for it. There's going to be a ton of information. And there's going to be a lot of cards in there as well. So you guys can pull those cards and get in the information that you want as well. Once again, high fat versus low fat. What's the difference? What's the benefits? What's the pros? What's the cons? There's a lot, but it's different. Each person's going to have an individual style. Each person's going to have an individual makeup for it. Nobody's the same. Metabolically, you're different than me and I'm different than you. So each diet is going to be, the adherence is going to be entirely up to you. If you can adhere to a diet, that's the diet that's going to work for you. And that's the diet that you're going to want to do. So keep that in mind as we're going through some of these. I'm not going to push any of these. I'm not going to sell any of these. I'm just going to let you know what I do, what my clients do, whatever works for you is kind of what I want to get at on this. And then after that, we're going to go over a lot of the supplements, some supplements that I find are going to be useful for you. Once again, it's not just going to be about muscles. It's not just going to be about endurance. It's not going to be for athletes only. A lot of these supplements that we're going to talk about are, yes, going to be involved in a lot of those types of individuals. But once again, I really want to get into a lot of the neuro effects in some of these and the cognitive abilities that you can get from taking certain supplements or eating a certain way, implementing certain foods in your diet. And then training protocols. There's a ton of different training protocols out there. I'll go over the ones that I find the most effective over my, 10 plus years of just lifting weights and doing numerous contests and working with individuals that go through different processes and, just kind of finding out what works for different people and what works for different body types and what's going to work best for you. So we'll kind of touch base on a lot of those, and you can pull what you want from that and figure out what works, for you in your daily life. And then last but not least, we're going to go over just the questions. This has actually been really cool. I've probably pulled in over 30 questions from you guys over the past 3 or 4 days. Some of them are kind of silly, but some of them are really good questions. So we're going to be answering a lot of those as we come through as well. So beyond that, those are kind of the key points that we're going to be talking on for the majority of it. We had an earlier one today at 6 o'clock, which was pretty cool. That was more, true style questions and answer type projects. We had a lot of really good questions that came from that as well. Stuff that I honestly wasn't expecting to talk about, but all in all, I did. And there was some really good information in that. So I'm going to be posting that up as long as it uploads here well enough. But beyond that, it's for anybody that just joined, it's going to be on Sunday now. Allergies are kicking my ass today, so I don't want to be on here running my nose and coughing and doing whatever the allergies tend to do to me, because I would hate to watch myself do that as well. So those are the subjects that we're going to be talking on come Sunday, same time. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys then. Let's knock this out, and hopefully we can all learn something that'll help us out long-term, short-term, whatever goals that you're trying to achieve. I feel like it's going to be a good start for everybody. Yeah, have a good night.